gonna read what you texted me verbatim.
Go for it.
My mom is wanting to hang out with Papa John's mistress again. I don't like her. I have tales of the Papa John with the women in Indiana, a life of fake tits, helicopters, and vagalazzing.
Vajazzling. Have you ever heard of vajazzling?
No. You have to explain everything I just read.
Hello there.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Stephanie. Hello. I honestly didn't think you were going to call.
Well, Stephanie, what's going on? How's your evening going?
It's been good. I've been watching the stream and took a bath, a nice chill night.
All right, Stephanie, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna read what you texted me verbatim.
Go for it.
My mom is wanting to hang out with Papa John's mistress again. I don't like her. I have tales of the Papa John with the women in Indiana before the extreme racism. A life of fake tits, helicopters, and vagalazzing.
Vajazzling. That is, have you ever heard of vajazzling, Dick?
No. You have to explain everything I just read. I don't know what's up.
So, I don't know. It is a wild life here in the north side of Indy. So my mom, one of her best friends from my teenagehood, she, I guess, got entangled with the Papa John, and she was his mistress. So he would have his helicopter and come up to Indianapolis, usually around Indy 500 time, and they met. And he would just ride her all around with his helicopter. They'd come up and meet my mom and her friends up here. And eventually she got upgraded and moved to Naples, Florida with him. And that got a little interesting. He bought her a penthouse and bought her a new pair of tits. I never met him. The one time that I was invited to meet him, I went to school in Ohio, so I wasn't there. But so basically him and his wife were still together just for the money's sake, and they eventually just obviously divorced after the whole fun shit with racism. I mean, that'll do it.
Now, why do you... So your mom is friends with the mistress of Papa John. And yours... Okay, so when you said, my mom is wanting to hang out with Papa John's mistress again, I don't like her.
Yes.
Why do you not like Papa John's mistress?
Well, she goes for these rich men, and she's just very stuck up. I mean, I guess I would be too if you get a penthouse and free tits from Papa John. She's just not a very nice lady. I don't know. She's just gives me anxiety, and she wanted me to go with her this weekend to a St. Patrick's Day party, and she was there, and I was like, oh, I don't know about that, girl. It's just Papa John's not exactly the best person.
So what is vajazzling?
So when she was down in Naples, she does random skincare things or lashes. Vajazzling is when you dye your pubes and put jewels all around it, and I guess it's think of bedazzling, but
so when you bedazzle your vagina.
Yeah.
Interesting. Is that something you would ever do? What's your opinion on vajazzling?
I mean, I don't know. I feel that's what if you get burned by whatever adhesive they put on with the jewels? What what would you bedazzle? Would you get like a bedazzled geck?
Do you think that Papa John has bedazzled his penis so that he can put his bedazzled penis into his mistress's bedazzled vagina?
Honestly, I would. I mean, if you could see like gosh, what was even better ingredients, better pizza, just in like rhinestones right above the cock? I don't know, maybe.
That would be kind of sick if he had that bedazzled on his pelvis.
On his pelvis, yes. And just have like a different like little highlights on the hair too.
Do you
Definitely.
So if all right, look, if John Domino, CEO and founder of Domino's Pizza, showed up on your doorstep and invited you to a luxurious life of helicopters, fake boobs, and vajazzling, do you think you would accept the offer, or at least consider, or would you shut the door on John Domino?
I feel like he might be a murderer, but I don't know. It could be enticing. Like, I guess I can't hate her for it, but that's hard. What about you? Would you be, a pizza lord's mistress? If he has a wife.
Man. Would I be a pizza lord's mistress? All right. If Wendy came to me and invited me to be the king of the mister, I guess is the opposite of mistress. If I could be the mister of square patties, and I could get unlimited hamburgers and jewels around my anus and rides from a helicopter to any Wendy's on Earth, I would have a hard time passing that up, I will say.
True.
And for that reason, I empathize with your mom's friend.
Yes. I don't know. Now I'm almost like debating on maybe I should see her this weekend and get some more stories. Like I haven't really seen her in person for a few years. It's very entertaining to know that, like, about the Papa John just randomly finding a woman in Indiana. It is quite enticing to the mind.
By the way, I just want to say that you said, when you were explaining the story, you said, I don't remember what your exact words were, but you said something like, Indiana's a weird place. I've been to Indiana, and this story is less reflective of Indiana and more reflective of your mom's friend's life.
Yeah, so I'm in these suburbs. It's called like Geist, Fishers, Carmel. I know it's spelled like Carmel, but it's Carmel here. And I even had like a friend, his dad like faked his death on an airplane on like a private jet and like stole a bunch of people. It is a different place here. There's also a bunch of influencers. It is.
Hold on. What influencers live in Indiana?
Her name's like Jordan Underwood. There's just all these little basic girls with long hair and hats. It's like there's a bunch of them here and a bunch of them in Nashville. They're not like the super sexy ones. They're just like your basic tall boots, hats, Utah looking ones.
So what's your relationship like with your mom?
We are very, very close. Almost too close, I feel like.
What's your mom think of this Papa John's mistress lady?
It's just normal to her. I mean, she will like go with her to get into like fun exclusive things. But other than that, she kind of stays away from them. and I would rather her do that. They're not the best. I don't know. I feel like when she's with them, she gets manipulated into their character. And that's why I, like, frown upon it.
Interesting. Okay, so you've been with your mom to a weird Eyes Wide Shut pizza party.
I wish there was pizza, but it was more like creepy old men.
And this is
I would have been...
Go ahead. Say what you want to say.
Oh, no, I didn't know. I forgot what I was about to say. Go on.
And this is in Indiana?
Yeah. It's just weird with the boomers and their single life and all the interesting shit that's going on and sugar daddies. I'm sure it's like this in every state in like some sort of suburb, but it's interesting around here. You would never, just the stories that I have encountering these folks it's interesting.
Does she have a gold Papa John's card that gives her free pizza at any Papa John's location?
That's honestly an incredible question, and I'm really disappointed in myself for not asking.
So you haven't met this woman in 2 years?
I haven't seen her in a bit. So
how do you? So I guess a few things. So I mean, how do you know she's still with the Papa?
They're not. She's not with the Papa. I think like after the whole, she was with him a year after the whole issue of him. We know. And he ended things with his wife, and then they broke it off, and she moved back to Indiana.
Damn, what's she doing now? What's she up to?
I don't know if she's still in the business of vajazzling, but I think she does lashes. So I think that's a little more of what's a better path, versus vajazzling.
Do you still eat Papa John's?
I haven't had it in a bit. Sometimes I crave it, but yeah, no, I haven't had it in a while. I usually get like local places. Do you?
Is it weird that this is kind of making me crave Papa John's?
Honestly, this might be odd. I don't know, but it's just like you get that craving of like maybe like the smell and the sauce. You're just like, damn,
Okay, I'll ask you this before we go. Is there any fast food restaurateur, tyrant, CEO person who you would be their mistress?
That is an excellent question. Maybe I know like Taco Bell has like a big Australian office, and I thought he was top. Maybe Taco Bell. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I don't know what kind of chaos is behind that. No history knowing it's my side, but
Alexander Graham Bell lands his helicopter on your front yard and extends his hand for you to join him on a transatlantic journey. And in his other hand, he has a Mexican pizza. Would you take his hand?
Yes, I would love to be the fucking Taco Bell. That is, yeah, that's the meaning of life. Yes.
I say, why not hang out with this Papa John's lady? See what she's been up to. Maybe she'll have more interesting stories.
Honestly, I can give you guys a little insight. Yeah, it would be good to ask her about that card, and if maybe you could get one, that would be chef's kiss.
That would be cool if, like, for Five Guys, if you, like, you think somebody has ever, like, dated all 5 of the guys at once?
I don't know. That kind of sounds like a porno.
Stephanie, is there anything else you want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
No. I guess just check on. If you want to be someone's mistress, be careful. I don't know. Have a great day. The jazz on. Yeah.
Have a good one, Stephanie.
All right. You too, guys. Bye.
I'm going to go order a pizza. Hey folks, this is Lyle. I am very excited to announce that I am going back on tour in 2024 to do Therapy Gecko live all across the country. If you've never been to one of my live shows before, they are extremely fun, unpredictable, wild evenings that involve a mix of group Gecko therapy sessions as well as some material and presentations from myself. And if you've been to the show before, I have new presentations and will, of course, be interviewing new people. If you're a fan of the podcast, you're going to have a great time at the live show, so I hope to see you guys there. Go to therapygeckotour.com or check the link in the episode description for a full list of cities where tickets are available. Also, if you don't see your city on the list of cities, please still click the link and RSVP with your phone number so I can contact you when tickets go on sale for your city, because I'm going to announce a bunch more dates very soon. Geck bless.
Yo, what's good?
Hey, what's up, man? What's your name?
My name's John. I'm 22, and I'm just kind of free balling right now.
John, you texted me and you said, I want to talk about how I have an obsession with crabs and other crustaceans due to social ostracization.
Yes, sir. So, I don't want to keep you too long because you're a busy man, but to put a long motherfucking story short, one of the various reasons I'm obsessed with crabs as an animal group is because they just kind of fucking do whatever, right? And growing up with ASD, I'm very high functioning, but I'm still on the spectrum, right? So, shit flies over my head all the time.
Just for, what is ASD?
Oh, autism spectrum disorder.
Okay, continue.
So, especially with just kind of like being not really included in most things, so to speak, family and not family-wise.
Yeah. You
kind of form an attachment to the little chaotic neutral things of life. You start to resonate with that. Mm-hmm. And just kind of looking at crustaceans in general and seeing how they just kind of freeball big dick vibe in the primordial soup. I love that for them. And it kind of helped me realize I don't need validation to be a good person. You know what I mean? And validation always helps, right? Like, that's just a human requirement. Like, that's kind of up there with, like, the psychological needs and the physical needs type shit.
Yeah.
But it just kind of really being able to resonate with something on that level is super liberating. And I can't remember the name of the biologist, but he said a crab is whatever we perceive to be a crab. And it relates to carcinization, how things keep evolving into crabs, but I took that quote at such a spiritual face value, and I really began to realize, like, take life what it is. You don't.
Wait a minute. Hold on. We glossed over two things that you just said that I want a further explanation on. The first one was that a crab is whatever you perceive to be a crab. And then
Absolutely.
The second one, oh crap, you said a second what was the second thing you said? That was interesting.
Carcinization.
Yeah, what is that?
So carcinization is the act of other creatures evolving into a crab-like shape for various reasons.
Yeah, okay, you said everything eventually becomes a crab. Okay, so tell me more.
Essentially, yeah. That's where the whole meme of everything becomes a crab kind of came from. And fun fact, there was actually I don't know which period. I think it was like the Cretaceous or something. Yeah, it was the Cretaceous period. Shit just kept evolving into crabs, and it was called the Cretaceous Crab Revolution.
What? This is like a period, when was the Cretaceous period?
Whenever the fuck it was, man.
Are you? It sounds like you're making this up, but even if you are,
I'm not. No, Cretaceous period. That was like with the dinosaurs and shit, dog.
I don't mind that. I have so many questions for you about things. So let's get into this real quick.
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. So, where do we even start? So you said that you identify with crabs because you feel like they free ball big dick it around the world, and they don't need validation from others. And so I assume that you're stuck in some kind of trap where you're feeling like you need validation from others to like live your life and shit. Is that accurate?
Not really. It's more about like the solution I came to at a young age because of a lack of validation.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to be validated? What do you want to be validated about?
I mean, the thing that I would want to be validated for would just be like, hey, you're an all right guy, and that's all I need. I don't need to hear, you got the biggest dick, you got the coolest car, you got the coolest hobbies, or your wife's the hottest. It's like, like to me that even as a young kid, to me, I never really even thought of it like that. But when like the validation that I think everybody deserves if they're a good person is just to hear, hey, you're a good person.
What makes somebody an all right guy in your opinion?
The willingness to realize when you're wrong, but more so than that, the willingness to change and learn from that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard to put like a price tag on what makes somebody a good or a bad person, but I think the easiest way to look at it is if you do something wrong, are you capable of realizing it? And more importantly, are you capable of changing because of it?
Do you feel that you live up to that definition that you've set for yourself?
I do. I definitely do. It's the bare minimum. You got to make sure that you can live up to something like that.
I mean, that's the most. I mean, look, man. If you're looking for validation, you've kind of found it within yourself. If you can answer that question.
Exactly, and that's why I resonate with crabs, because they just do things. You know what I mean?
I don't know if a crab fits that definition. I don't know if crabs have like developed enough brains to understand when they do right or wrong. But I also don't think the crabs are capable of object moral, like bad or good. I think they're just kind of crabs.
Exactly. They're chaotic neutral and they're trying to survive. And it's not that, they have a concept of right or wrong. It's that they are in and of themselves very much themselves. They're not changing for other people. And, that harkens back to what I'm saying. Are you capable of change after a bad thing and learning from after doing a bad thing? And I don't see that as changing for other people. I see that as making yourself the better version you can be.
So John, who are you, man? What's going on with you? All I know about you is that you like crabs. I know we said we'd make this quick, but you've captured me with all this crab talk, and I'm curious
I'm a very interesting fella.
Yeah, what's up? What's going on in your life? Who are you?
Oh, dude, man, right now I'm just working retail, taking a gap year from college and making ends meet. But I play a lot of video games in my spare time. I smoke a lot of weed. I think I smoked like 2 grams yesterday.
2 grams? Why are you smoking so much weed?
It's fun.
It is fun. It is fun. It is fun.
And my dad was making homemade chicken parm. So
oh man,
that was hell yeah. Yeah, I had to be in the right mindset for that.
Do you eat crabs? Have you ever had a crab, like, to consume, or do you like them in such a way that you couldn't even do that?
I know, I've eaten crab meat before.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. You sound like you're doing well.
I hope I am. Deep down, I hope I am. For the past, couple of weeks, I would say I really haven't been doing well, but if you can look inside yourself and say, like, I'm not doing well right now and that's okay, then you're going to be fine.
What is it? Is there anything like specific that happened in the past weeks to make it so that you're not doing well?
A friend who I didn't know well and I only knew him online, but every time I interacted with him, he was a great guy. Recently, he had taken his own life.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, you know, and I'm doing fine, but a closer friend of mine who is even closer to this guy, he relapsed on alcohol, and he was drunk for 4 days straight, which is a lot of time, you know, to be inebriated. And so really just kind of trudging through that, kind of emotionally navigating, like, the circumstance. And then on top of that, you know, I had family dinner on Sunday, and I was actually, like, legitimately dead terrified of, you know, like, talking to my family. And it's not because, you know, they hate me. It's just because, like, oftentimes I get interrupted a lot. And it could be something small or it could be something big, but it happens, like, so much to such a degree that it made me feel like, you know, my word doesn't matter and that I'm not there. But in the end, you know, I talked to my family about it. I said, hey, you know, this is where I'm at right now. Please don't do this. I talked to my dad and I talked to my best friend, and they both talked to my brother, who I love very much. And they were all very, very receptive to it. They, you know, they realized, like, yeah, you know, this does happen a lot. You know, we're sorry, and we'll make it better. And in the end, Sunday dinner was great. I was zooted off my ass eating chicken parm. We were watching silly meme videos. I got to show my my brother and my best friend Dracula Flow.
Now, is that a feeling that you've had throughout your life, that you were being interrupted, or that people weren't really, like, listening to what you had to say?
Oh, all the time, man. All the time. And, you know, eventually you get used to it, but it's still a burden that you shoulder on yourself, and it's still a thing that really, it wears down on you, no matter how small and how big it is. Eventually it gets to the point where you stop keeping score, you know what I mean? It just keeps happening.
Sure. And you're 22?
I'm 22, yeah.
And I'm curious. I mean, I assume you've been, like, living with your family, you know, your whole life. Was there anything about this week that made you kind of finally be like, you know what, I'm going to address this problem?
Well, you see, that's the thing. Even as a kid, I was trying to address that problem.
Right.
So it's so weird now, but, like, now of all times, that it kind of becomes, you know, like, the time where solution happens. And, you know, it's very strange. And that's, like, a whole other can of worms that, like, relates to a not-so-good childhood that I'm not super comfortable discussing. But, you know, it's just weird that things improve after, like, the 80 billionth time you say something. You know what I mean?
So how's everything with, like, I know you said you have some friends on Discord. Do you have a good amount of friends outside of the computer?
I do. I do. You know, we don't talk, like, as much, just because, like, I'm pretty introverted, right? But, like, you know, the people that I do talk to online are people that, like, you know, I've known for, like, quite a while. So, but outside of the computer, yeah, you know, when I'm at work, I start talking to my coworkers, I crack jokes. You know, when I'm with my family, I'm cracking jokes. I'm just introverted, you know what I mean? Oh, sorry, go on.
No, you go ahead.
My best friend, who I've known her since high school, you know, we talk all the fucking time. And it's just so weird. This is completely off topic, but it's so weird how, like, there's always, like, the one friend after high school that you talk to and nobody else.
Do you not talk to a lot of people from your, like, do you not talk to a lot of people from high school?
I really don't. No, I never liked high school.
So I guess I'm trying to figure out what direction I want to take this conversation in, because you seem like you're doing really well, all things considered, and you have this idealization of the crab, because the crab represents this, like, very stoic lifestyle in your brain, right? Because, as you said, crabs are kind of big dicking it around the world, and they're not preconceived with the thoughts and opinions of other people. They're not in
I wouldn't
need
call
of the
it
validation
stoicism.
of other people. I mean, it feels
I'd
like a
call
very
it
stoic
freedom.
thing. Freedom.
I'd call it freedom. It's like its own thing, you know.
Well,
Like, you know, that's why I love crabs. They're just their own thing.
well, I'll ask you more about your life. What are your hopes and dreams? What do you want for life?
Oh man, I mean, materialistic wise, I would love to start like collecting every fucking Bionicle ever. That was that was something I was obsessed with as a kid. Oh man, I love Bionicles. But I guess like in the broader spectrum of things, to really like nail what I want in life, I just want to be able to like live without financial constraint. You know, which is why I'm studying cybersecurity in college right now. I'm trying to study for my CompTIA Security Plus certification. It's just, oh man, it's hard to like bring myself to study because I'm working full-time overnights right now. And God, even during like lunch break at work, I'm just like, I need to, you know, I need that hour to myself. I just got to chill. But really just to be able to, I guess in the end, create a stable career and a stable financial situation. Just to the point where I can decide what I, you know, want to be able to do with my, I would say, limited free time, you know? Like, I'm not saying, like, you know, I want to be, like, stupid, filthy rich. Of course, that'd be fun. But at that point, it would just be boring, right? Like, you know, it'd be great not to have to go to work.
Man. You could buy a lot of Bionicles.
I could buy a lot of Bionicles, yeah, but then what else? You know? Like, if I had, like, you know, like fucking Jeff Bezos level funding, I would have a private aquarium. I would have a beautiful home. I'd get married. I wouldn't even have kids. I don't like kids. But I would be able to, you know, I'd be able to get everything that I wanted. But then you have, you know, I'm 22. That's like another, like on the high end, another 60 years of lifespan. That's a lot of time. And at that point, I wouldn't even know what to do with that time. And I would be living peacefully, and I want to be able to live peacefully.
I'll say this. I think all the things you just described, I don't think they cost that much money, because you could just buy, you could buy like a tank and fill it with some water and go to the grocery store and get like 2 crabs, and you got yourself your private aquarium.
With water, but like, if I were to really think about it, you know, like I don't want to just put a crab in a tank. I would want to be able to like try to at least replicate, you know, part of its natural biome.
Dude, I love just imagining you're living your fucking life trying to replicate crab biomes and collect Bionicles. You're kind of killing it.
Like, yeah, and like, you know, at that point the only battle is boredom, but it's still a new battle, you know.
Well, John, I feel like in this almost 20-minute call, I've gotten a pretty round idea of you know, at least on a surface level of your brain and your life. I'll ask you this before we go, if we go. I mean, we'll eventually go, but you know what I mean. Is there anything that you wanted out of this phone call that you didn't get, that maybe you wanted to talk about, that you know? I thought I'd let you think about that real quick.
I'm gonna be honest, not really. I just said, fuck it, this dude's funny. I'm gonna give a phone call. I smoked a lot of weed and I was gonna play Tekken, but whenever I play Tekken, I get like super competitive into it. And I'm a good Tekken player. It's just like I'm very exhausted, so I'm not gonna be playing that game right now. That game requires a lot out of my brain.
I think this can be our last little tangent, but I almost think I overcomplicate happiness sometimes, because maybe, and you know, we're both talking about like this thing of like, well, then what really is there to life, I guess. And it's like, look, you're hanging out, looking at crabs, getting high, eating chicken parmesan, collecting Bionicles. I mean, that's pretty good. I don't know what. Do you really need to like climb Mount Everest or like? What else do you need to do? That seems like enough. You know.
It's not about what you need to do. it's about what do you want to do and do you know how to get there. I think the real thing is people want to do a lot of things, but they're scared of looking at how they want to get there and not, or how they would get there, and not because they are afraid of the price tag, but rather because they are lost in the direction and don't know how to properly look for the steps. And it's hard to reach out like that. It's hard to move forward and make change. But if you do it, you'll really be able to, you'll be like me. You'll just be fucking looking at, you'll find joy in the little things, you know, like looking at crabs and shit. Right?
Well, John,
and
you can finish your thought.
And, well, I was going to say my final thought. Really, I guess the biggest therapy I can offer to you and even the viewers is to ponder the quote, "A crab is what you perceive to be a crab." Find
John,
meaning in that.
I look forward to when you start your own podcast where you give therapy dressed up in a crab costume.
You know what? Fuck you. I'm going to do my best to make that happen.
Please do. Please do. I look forward to it.
Bet.
Thank you, John, and good luck to you in all of your crustaceous adventures.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm in fucking Atlantis right now. I don't know what the fuck going on.
Take care, brother.
Yeah, dude, take care.
Hello.
Hey there.
Hi.
What's your name?
Jaleel.
What's up, Jaleel?
Not a whole lot. Yourself?
Hanging in there, being a gecko, talking to people on the phone. How can I get you today, sir? What would you like to talk about?
Well, so I want to talk to you about a problem I have with my girlfriend.
Go ahead.
Well, she's on OnlyFans, and she does, like, really weird stuff on OnlyFans. Like, she does, like, cake farting and, like, mukbangs and stuff like that. And, like,
okay, hold on. Save all those thoughts real quick. What is cake farting?
It's when a girl sits on a cake and farts on it.
You know what? I should have been able to ascertain that without asking you.
Yeah.
Continue?
It's a very bizarre fetish. But I don't know how to feel about it, because, like, part of me is disgusted because, you know, it's gross.
Yeah.
But then, like, you know, I want to support her if this is what she wants to do.
Okay. No, go ahead. You have more thoughts.
I'm kind of, you know, I don't know what to do.
How long have you guys been dating for?
About 2 years, almost 3.
Okay. And tell me more about why this is a point of contention. Like, what about it do you feel is gross?
Well, for one, you know, when I walk into the bedroom and, you know, I see her doing it, like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be mean, but I'm kind of, like, revolted. You know, like, it's kind of starting to ruin her image in my eyes.
Mm.
And I feel bad 'cause she's a great woman.
Yeah, sure. How long have has she been doing it for?
A little over a year now.
Okay.
She makes good money doing it.
Does she enjoy it? Is she having a good time?
I mean, I think so. But, like, I think she's also just doing it for the money because she knows it's, like, a weird, like, fetish.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I think she probably enjoys it.
Well, I mean, do you want my personal philosophy on this kind of stuff?
Absolutely.
Okay. I mean, here's the thing. I don't if this is what she wants to do with her life, like, I don't think it's cool in a relationship to like it's cool for you to feel whatever feelings you have, but I don't think it's cool to like demand her to like change any aspect of her life, you know? But also, like, you as your own independent human being have the choice as to whether or not you want to engage with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I
the
don't
thing
know
is,
how
I've
helpful
never
that
really-
is, but
Well, I've never really like demanded her to stop. It's more like I ask her not to do it like when I'm around,
that's fair.
which is like a problem because she can't really do it when I'm not around. You know?
Wait, why can't she? Why? How come she can't do it while you're not around? Can you stop breathing into the microphone?
Oh, sorry. But it's mainly because we both work like the same time. You know, so like the only free time that we have is like, you know, when we're off work and we're around each other.
Is there a way for you guys to coordinate a solution to this that works for both of you?
Possibly. The only thing I can really think of is her like building her a shed, like that she could do it in. I don't know.
Wait, that sounds kind of cool, actually, having like a cake shed.
Yeah, like, you know, like a cam studio or something like that.
That actually sounds kind of cool. That could be you know what? That could be nice. Why you guys could work together to make her a little studio to do her cake stuff. That would be supportive. I think that would be supportive if you helped her make a content studio.
Yeah, really? I never really thought of it before, but that's actually not a bad idea.
Well, there we go. You're being, you know what? That actually is a nice idea because you're being supportive in, like this actionable way that doesn't, conflict with your own personal boundaries. I think. Right?
No, I think.
Do you agree with me? You can,
if
if you think this is bullshit, you can let me. Do you agree with that?
No, I totally agree.
You can call it the Shart Shed.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what? This was more productive than I thought it was going to be.
Me too, honestly. I kind of felt weird bringing it up because, you know, it's a bizarre situation.
It kind of works to have a thing where you shit on cakes because she does the mukbanging. I assume the mukbanging first, and then after eating all the food, she diarrheas on the cake.
Oh, God, I'd hope so. I don't know. I don't really watch her, you know?
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Is this who I think it is?
Sure is. What's your name, dog?
I'm Jack.
Jack? What's going on, Jack? How can I get you today?
Well, wow. Okay, I guess I'll talk about what I texted about today.
Sure thing.
I texted about a money-making endeavor in which I came up with it like a while ago, and I kind of tried to do it like the other night, and it worked a little bit, so I would love to talk about it.
Yeah, you said I have a new money-making endeavor that is quite controversial. Tell us about this endeavor.
Okay, all right. So this is gonna be So for some reference, I'm 19, and I'm a young-looking guy. Like I look like I'm like I don't know. I don't grow much like facial hair or anything, and so I decided to make money. I was going to find pedophiles on the internet and convince them that I'm a young boy, and then get them to pay me to do things, but then don't do the things and just take the money.
How long you been doing that?
I tried it in action like 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I made like $200. Ooh.
You made $200 of pedophile money?
Yes.
What do the other people you've told about this have to say about it?
I told my roommate about the plan. I'm like, hey, what if I did this? And he was like, oh, it'd be kind of funny. And kind of the conclusion we came to on it is it's pedophile money. So I feel like it's like of people to scam, they're the ones that deserve scamming.
What are you? How long do you think this endeavor will last?
I don't know. Probably not that long. I'll probably get sick of it after a little bit.
What are you
I
doing
just
with all?
needed.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I'm broke. I'm in college. I don't got a lot of money floating around because I just kind of started, and I didn't work enough before college, so the money that I have is lacking. So I need some more.
What are you doing with your pedophile money?
Right now, I think I'm saving up to buy. What am I saving up to buy? Well, I guess I was trying to save up to buy skis, but season's over, so I think I'm going to save up to buy like backpacking gear. But that's kind of what I want next.
What are you trying to go backpacking?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh, this actually relates to something else I texted you about. Yeah, I like to jump on trains, like ones that carry like freight cargo, and jump on them and they take me places. And I like to do that for a couple days on end with my friend.
How do you like get the money? Like, do they set they PayPal you and shit?
Like Cash App. Like I made like an account that like it matched all the names of the other accounts, and I was just Cash App.
Do they ever report your Cash App or anything?
I don't know. I think I don't know. I think they'd be scared too, because I just started this, like, so I don't know if there's any consequences yet. They're probably, if there are, they're yet to happen. But,
have you experienced any adverse effects to this?
I'm gonna go no. I'm gonna say no. I'm not very shameful. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm making money, and I'm currently happy that I'm making money, so I wouldn't say any adverse effects.
Where are you train hopping to?
We were starting in Massachusetts. We took a train out of like Western Massachusetts, and it went up to New York. So that was the second, I guess. We took that same one up to North Adams, and then the second time we took it up farther to upstate New York.
You know, if you wanted to do this in person, you could probably get a lot of free candy.
Oh. I don't think I'd pass like in person. I think it's easier with the pictures because it's like you can exaggerate. You can like, I don't know. My face is a lot less young than the rest of me.
Where are you finding these people?
I don't know. I just kind of thought of, like, I was thinking about usual places. Like, I'm like an internet guy. So like, first I tried Discord, and that failed. So then I went on Google, and I was like, if I was a pedophile, was old and stupid, what would I look up? So I looked up gay chat room, and that prevailed.
Do you have a, like, if you weren't doing this, do you have a different way that you would want to make money?
Yeah? Wait, 1 second. Yeah? Okay.
Wait, who, hello? Hello? I thought we were talking on the phone.
Sorry about that. I had an interruption. My dog came into my room, and then my mom was like, "Get the dog out of your room."
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, what if it was just like 30 pedophiles right outside of your room? Just
that
ready
would
to get back at you?
I don't think they're that, like, I don't think they don't have that much will, like that much willpower or drive to come after me. I think after the point they've gotten scammed, I imagine they would get upset and like maybe question being a pedophile. Probably not though.
What how old are you telling everyone that you are?
Like, I usually go like 15, 16 range. That's like where it's believable, I think.
Do you have a different way that you desire to make money in the future?
Well, yeah, I'm like a cybersecurity student, so probably that. That's how I want to fund. Like, I want to like get out of college, work, save up money if I can, and I want to travel by a train. That's what I want to do.
Where do you most desire to travel via train?
I don't know. I want to stay in America. That seems a lot easier. I'll probably end up going out west because I'm from the east. I want to go over there. That's a new place.
Now these conversations, do they start off sexual, or do you have like polite conversation beforehand?
Oh no, it's usually like pretty mild to wild. Like they come on strong, the pedophiles.
Yeah, I guess that's how they do it.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Does your mom know that you do this?
No, she does. She does not.
You could probably like program a fucking AI bot to like run this. Not saying I don't think that's a good idea. I wouldn't do that. I don't think that's a good idea, but I guess you could.
Well, what would the AI be doing? Like, would the AI is the AI making like? Is it just like sending the accounts? Is it like doing everything, like making the pictures too?
No, what you would do is you would show the AI like 2,000 hours of teen Nick shows, so that it learns how to talk like a 16-year-old.
Interesting. But yeah, just like the chat part would be the AI.
Right.
That could probably work.
Well, what's your name again?
Henry.
Henry. Well, Henry, I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you should probably find like something more sustainable to do.
Oh, that's the plan.
To make money.
I was like, damn, I need money for food. So I thought, like, because I want to eat, not like, I want to splurge on food.
Yeah, what do you?
So I thought.
What would you splurge on?
I don't know. I want some good sushi, maybe. That's like really splurging. Sushi's expensive.
You can get some cheap sushi.
Yeah, then I guess. Crazy world we live in.
It is a crazy world we live in. Is there anything else you want to say to the people of the computer before we go?
I'll say everyone beware, because I feel like after my experience with interacting with pedophiles, there might be a lot more of them in the world than we thought. So, like, I'm concerned that like 24/7 I can have easy access to a pedophile. It's like, that seems like a lot.
Like you said, man, we live in a crazy world.
All right, well, I hope the people of the computer have a nice day. I hope they do well.
Did you say your name was Jack or Henry?
It's Frank.
Have a good night, Frank.
Good night.